Welcome one and all, every single person, boys and girls, animals even. And even when it's stormy, we still find a way to give you a splash of sunshine every single day. Welcome to the most exciting breakfast show on television in Nigeria. It's Wake Up Nigeria, people.
That gateway to all the fun things that will take place this week. We offer you this amazing opportunity to pick between the red or the blue pill. We're still in Matrix mode, right?
See what you're doing there.
The red or the blue pill.
If you're as excited as I am, or maybe not, because doesn't seem to think it's going to be the Matrix. So
wow.
I don't
What?
know.
She definitely picked the blue pill today.
I don't know what you're talking
Absolutely.
about, guys, because I'm still getting myself ready for the show, as you can see. The hustle to be on this show, guys. You have no idea. We do it all for you. We do it all for you. This is Chef Vivian. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you very much.
I love her dentition. Thank God we're having a dentist in the house later on today.
Oh, interesting.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
We're good. We're good. We talked about the hustle about getting. You just talked about the hustle about getting ready for the show, but she came in all the way from Abuja. I'm talking about our chef today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like what? She
Thank
came
you
in
very
all the way
much,
from Abuja.
Vivian.
Thank you so much for doing
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Now, remember to keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground as we take the necessary steps to starting a fabulous Tuesday.
We've got a lot planned, and as usual, it's always bubbly. We have loads of fun vibes throughout the entire show, and hopefully you can be a part of it.
Now, you just used the word vibes, and I think vibes has been the most overused.
Overused word?
And I
Yeah,
mean,
well, hey.
Don't say it again throughout the
I
show,
shouldn't?
please.
It's hard not to.
Don't do vibes. In any case,
Do you know,
great things.
when was the first time you heard the word vibes?
It must have been the MTV times, MTV era and all of that.
Like, yeah, I heard it
It's
from,
used a lot.
I think, it wasn't Bobby Brown, it was R. Kelly.
You sing
That
MTV?
song.
That's it.
Vibe,
Oh, yeah, then there's that.
got it, vibe. That song. Do you know how long Vibes have been on Vibes? You know what? We'll talk about that another time.
Yes,
we have
indeed.
quite a lot brought together for you today. A lot of small things put together to make a really great show. Make sure
indeed.
you stay at the edge of your seat, people.
Now, we intend to make this as much possible to lift you, as much as possible to lift your spirits up today and make every single moment worth your while you're spending time here with us. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titi. So use that hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC if you're feeling the vibe. And of course, just make sure you hit us up on social media.
Don't do it. Remember, you can also watch us live from anywhere you might be across the world. You want to download our mobile app on iOS or on Google Play Store. And we also implore you guys to follow us across all social media platforms. Use our handle is @TVC Connect. It's easy. It's for free, okay?
Yeah, and it's a vibe. Okay, let's see what we have coming up.
I will walk up the
We'll
steps.
be looking at
Mofolushade Shanaike, popularly referred to as the mompreneur, is a women's rights advocate, personal development, and also personal branding coach and trainer. Now, she is creative director of mompreneur.ng, a networking support and capacity building platform for women, particularly mothers looking to strike a balance between their life, work life, and also their life. Now, she'll be talking to us today about you and your kids emotionally getting them prepared for the season.
yeah, it's school.
Yes, indeed. It's
Back to school season.
No, I don't see the school. It's school fees.
No, it's school. There's so much more happening then.
Yes, Sherry Ozala, known on social media as Sherry Enterveld, is a dentist, and also she uses entertainment to pass knowledge about oral health to people by consistently finding new ways to educate her audience on how to take good care of their mouths, as well as proper current solutions to all dental problems. And today she will be talking to us about grills.
Grills. It feels like just fashion, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But do they have other function? We'll probably find out.
Perhaps.
And finally, we'll be joined by filmmaker and director Adebola Santa Ogunshina. Now, this is someone who's directed over 100 episodes of the popular sitcom Awon Aladun. And you know what? There's an amazing short film, and the winner is, you need to make sure you stay close for this one. We're going to be having an interesting conversation with him very, very soon. Yes, the back-to-school blues.
Is anybody as hungry as I am?
I actually have been feeling hungry, but that's because I stopped eating at night. Yeah, I stopped eating once the sun goes down.
Who are you? What do you do with Titi?
Wow, I stopped
Vomit her
eating
now.
at that. Once the sun goes down, I don't eat anymore. I just drink stuff.
Yeah, if you give her food after that, she's going to multiply. Remember Gremlins? Do you remember Gremlins?
Wow.
Gremlins from... You don't remember Gremlins from the 70s, 80s?
Yeah, she wouldn't remember the
No,
70s,
she should.
80s. You would.
You would.
should.
Emma,
you know,
you're not that young. You're not that young.
Yeah, old. It's not my fault.
And the Gremlins,
old.
was a masterpiece. It was one of the
was.
best horror/comedy movies back in the days. And it was also the very first book I read as a kid. And then to see the movies,
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
Emma was saying, you are old. But I wonder what the weather was like when you were born.
It was sunny.
It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titi Oyinson. On security, abducted students and staff from Government Day Secondary School, Kaya, in Maradun local government area of Zamfara State have been released. The students regained their freedom after 2 weeks in captivity, and upon their arrival, the students were received by Governor Bello Matawale at the Government House, Gusau, the state capital. The victims had been abducted by heavily armed gunmen on the 1st of September 2021 while receiving lectures in school. 5 out of the abducted students returned home 24 hours after they were kidnapped, but it was not clear if the students were released by their captors or rescued by troops. The release of the students and staff is coming after communication services in Zamfara were cut off following military operations against bandits and their collaborators. The leadership of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors is insisting that it will not back down on its ongoing nationwide strike. This recent position by a medical body is coming after the leadership of the Nigerian Medical Association attempt to intervene on the matter. The meeting was part of NMA's efforts aimed at fulfilling the pledge made to the president to intervene on the industrial action, which did not yield the required result. Outside Nigeria, North Korea has tested a long-range cruise missile capable of hitting a large part of Japan. The state media reports that the missiles traveled up to 1,500 kilometers. It also suggests that North Korea is still capable of developing weapons despite food shortages and an economic crisis. The United Nations Security Council sanctions forbid North Korea from testing ballistic missiles, but not cruise missiles, such as these. A ballistic missile is powered by a rocket and follows an arc-like trajectory, while a cruise missile is powered by a jet engine and flies at a lower height. This latest missile test is seen by the United States military as threats to the international community. And that's what we have on the news update for this hour.
Welcome back, people. You're on to Wake Up Nigeria. Let's do the newspaper headlines. And making the headlines on the cover of the Punch this morning, we have military onslaught in Zamfara. Dislodged bandits flee southwards. Gunmen strike in Kogi, Kaduna, Ekiti. And here is a picture story of an Abuja estate flood where 4 died and 166 houses were destroyed. It's a really sad story there. Indigenous nationalities demand referendum as UN protest starts today. And Osun liquor trader stabs customer to death, reports Self. And here we also have APC state congresses hold October 2. Federal government warns against fake vaccine card sale, justifies compulsory vaccination. And sex workers leads Lagos trader's stomach with blade. Victim dies. Very sad story there. EFCC raids Ogun government hotel. Others harboring fraudsters arrest 56. And that's it on the cover of the Punch newspaper. Of course, we have other headlines also making the paper. But then we move over to the Daily Independent. And making the headlines here, we have, despite headwinds, insurance premium may hit 1 trillion naira in 2021. And here at the bottom of the paper, I am loyal to Obaseki, but there are issues in Edo PDP, says Deputy Governor. And conduct of politicians, judges, lawyers worrisome, NBA laments. And insecurity, Chief of Army Staff warns commanders against excuses. And on COVID-19 here, it has come to stay. We must live with it, says the federal government. And here at the bottom of the paper here, we also have Abia government devices measures to stop sit-at-home compliance. And to wrap this up, flood kills 4, sweeps 26 vehicles, destroys 166 houses in Abuja. And that's it on the newspaper headlines this morning.
Yes, I'm actually a big animal lover. I just love looking at cute bears.
I like pandas, by the way.
You do?
I do.
Yeah.
Really?
So cute.
Did you know that pandas would often show a sign of if they're higher up their hierarchy in their kingdom, they would stand upside down just to measure their heights, and if they're taller than you, then you belong under them.
Oh, wow.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, but it makes you think about their mental capabilities.
Yeah,
if they
they're
can actually, extremely.
So what are we talking about today for What's Talking About?
I saw something quite interesting that made the headlines yesterday. Maybe not I don't mean like the local media, I mean international media.
Buzz.
And France is offering free contraceptives to young women under the age of 25.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so
And this is in a bid to reduce the cost of contraceptives are quite expensive in the country.
So they
That's
just
in
go
France.
without them normally?
Yes, so they just go without them normally,
this
which of course, causes a
unwanted
long list of unwanted pregnancies. You
health
have
issues,
underage abortions.
underage abortions,
Yeah,
of course.
all of those other, and then it also, because they're not able to afford some of these contraceptives, it exposes them to a lot of...
What kind of contraceptives? Because on the contraceptives, you have so many. You have prophylactics. You have, and when you say contraceptives to a Nigerian, the Nigerian just thinks, oh, you mean pills?
Yeah.
But contraceptives are also...
Actually, yes, it's a wide range there are a wide range of contraceptives, but they were not specific on the kind of contraceptives.
Yeah.
They just, they're making
Because
it
I would
free
be worried
to all
if
under
these,
the age of 25.
if they're referring to contraceptives or pills, because that would be negating prophylactics, which I think are safer and much more attainable, not affordable, because they're easy to just...
I think I get the idea of them focusing on the young girls, because the young girls are the ones who go through the trauma of things like unwanted pregnancy
and then they have to drop
abortion
out of school.
and dropping out of school. But then why aren't the boys being given the prophylactics? And why aren't the boys? Yes, there are actually. Well,
Titi, do you really want to get into that conversation?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering. I'm wondering why it's not both.
Why the focus is on the girls?
Yes, why is the focus on the
boys?
girls right now? Why are the girls the ones that are being made
I'd like to
do
stick up
this?
for the men. I'd like to say
Why are
that
they being made to do this?
Look how far it's gotten them. If all the focus from the past were on the male gender and their use of prophylactics or whatever it is, if it's not working, then maybe you should change strategy. And apparently that's what's happening. So if it's a double-pronged approach, if it's not just,
There's a lot of things that happen in Europe that people don't really understand in parts of the world
You'd
like
like
this.
to hear this.
So, so I'm going to pinpoint the fact that, places like Amsterdam, have legalized even the sex trade. The sex trade.
Okay.
They've legalized it such that the sex workers are actually paying taxes. They have police and security guarding them. They're catered for.
Even in Nigeria too.
Yeah. So my issue now is them making this move is probably in a bid to make sure that things are just less. What's the word? I'm trying to find a word that's not offensive to TV. I'm guessing they want the young people to be better catered for as opposed to what's been happening before now. So I took a trip through Paris myself, and I did happen to see what the sex workers in Paris looked like and how they were treated. As opposed to what the sex workers in a place like Amsterdam look like. Now, I don't want to make it seem like it's a really good trade.
Go ahead and say it.
But they looked so much healthier in Amsterdam.
I don't know. That's
as
they're
opposed
taking
to
care of themselves and they are
exactly
putting their,
as opposed to
personal
what
hygiene. Taking it seriously.
The government is taking care of them as well because it's being considered an actual profession. So.
It is considered an actual profession.
Not in Nigeria, really.
Yes, it is, actually.
In Nigeria.
I will tell you something.
Do you want to go there?
I'll tell you something. Yeah, for a very long time,
in
people
Nigeria?
have actually said that it should be a thing that you should adopt in Nigeria here. Because whether you like it or not, it is big business in Nigeria. The way they're treated in Amsterdam has been it has been up for discussion in many, but the point is, when you put regulation to anything,
Yes.
it becomes structured.
Yes.
It becomes, you're not hiding in the dark, you're not using, for instance, you're not going to back alleys to get, you know, whatever kind of treatments for this and that might not work, or that might even be a danger to your health.
Yeah.
So that brings it out in the open and says, okay, yes, you can do this, but these are the regulations, these are the taxes you have to pay.
Exactly.
In fact, they even have stalls in Amsterdam where you could, you know, do stuff and all of that. So in the case of France, that's just their approach, I guess, and maybe that's their road to whatever it is.
To improving, you know, on that situation.
But only this time I'd rather theirs, because there are other moral, as an African man, there are other moral, you know,
issues,
preferences that I have.
So you're saying you wouldn't want a case whereby young people are given contraception for free?
No. I'm saying that it's actually a good idea.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm saying that the Amsterdam instance is not something that I would, you know, prefer.
I'm not saying prefer. I'm just saying there are a lot less young people looking haggard and wretched in the streets in Amsterdam.
You're concerned about what they look like?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, so this is the outlook of the country. This is what we see. So what they look like is what we see. Let me
tell you about Amsterdam. It's all tourism, sure, you know.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's all tourism. They're telling you that, which is why I have a problem with it.
Markets.
It's markets. It's all tourism.
I don't understand. I'm like, okay, are we now talking about sex?
So no. Don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. The issue of giving contraception to young people, it's something that should have just been a given.
Yeah,
anyway.
true.
It should have always been. It should have always been. But the issue is what the impression it gives the young people, the impression that, you know, it's all well and good to just go out there and do whatever it is.
That's what I have a problem with. That's what I'm saying, that what's the regulation about that? Because now you're saying, hey, if you want to do this, you've got this.
Mazino, they are doing it.
Exactly, they are doing it.
They're doing
it. It's being regulated or not, they are doing it.
Yes.
And because they have observed, based on their statistics, this is a government that has a system that's looking at...
I disagree.
That's looking out.
Let me tell you something. See.
Could you allow me finish? That's looking out for their citizens. That's looking out for their people. People that they were, you know, that voted them into power to protect them, to lead them, to guide them. And they're putting this into place just to make it easier, just to reduce, you know, first of all, they're making it, they're reducing they've noticed that a lot of young women do not...
I want to give you a personal experience.
Do not patronize contraceptives because they're quite expensive. And they're making it free.
More available.
And they're making it more available, they're making it more accessible.
I would hope.
So that, you know,
a
lot of these young people are not exposed to, you know, a lot of discrepancies. And
I would hope that while they're making these, whatever it is, products or whatever it is, available for them, that this is also going with counsel. My personal experience in secondary school, trust me, we were angels. I was an angel at least. But then I was an angel until after graduation, quite frankly. Honestly, I was 24. In any case, we had this visiting group of people who came to preach about abstinence, and if you're not going to abstain, this is what to do. Most of us, at least in my group, did not even know that these were available. But once those people came, in the absence of counseling, everybody was like, oh, so this is available for this. Boom.
Let's go.
Let's go. And that's how people got introduced to, you know...
so you're saying that introducing contraception actually led to...
In a way, yes, exactly. Led to people, you know, discovering that anatomical use of their bodies. Like, whoa, this is what it does?
Isn't it better? Isn't it better for them Isn't it better? Yes. Isn't it better for them to have
Our
that
African
knowledge?
culture is very unfair on us young people because our parents actually look us in the eye and they don't tell us anything about it.
Exactly, and then you go out there and then you're exposed in ways that you beyond your control, beyond your parents' control. So it's better if you have this knowledge.
Do that in France. Don't do it here in Nigeria.
The issue I have is the parents don't teach you anything, and then you get married, and then they're waiting for kids. They're waiting for grandkids. So, Mom, Dad,
what do I do?
How do I do this?
In any case, there's plenty to discuss here, from the cultural to the political even, but we can't exhaust it. Do stay tuned. We've got more coming your way on Wake Up Nigeria. This is the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen, and we have with us today Chef V, who is very excited, I bet.
Of course I am.
Yes, she is. Yes, that thing MM said in the beginning about her teeth are true. Standing close to her now, I know that they are perfect. One thing that she's taught me this morning is never come on TV with nails like this because you can't do simple tasks like that.
I actually got them shorter for this
No,
show
they're
today.
beautiful. I
Thank
love
you.
your nails. In fact, I have a thing for nail art. I think I'm going to go into it. I don't know. Would you have me do your nails?
I don't think so.
Why? You're too scared?
I'm quite particular about the shape
Yeah, but
of my
I'm very
nails,
good.
you know.
Or you're just scared of the man. It's
Yeah,
okay.
right.
In any case, Chevy,
Sorry.
what are we doing today?
So today we're making pasta in, shredded chicken in stir-fried pasta.
Right.
But the
Shredded
chicken
chicken,
is going to be dipped in egg and corn flour for more.
Okay, so
Juice.
I thought that was just regular flour. That's
No, it's corn flour
it's corn
actually,
flour.
because it gives it this crunchy, crispy vibe.
Oh, that's what we're
Yes.
going for. Grand.
Yes, so
Alrighty.
let me just break that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now these are this is we've got
Seasoning.
some seasoning and also some salt in there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Oops. Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Now we have all of that. Grand. So we've got some thyme,
Thyme, basil, oregano, rosemary, and curry.
How do you tell the difference? I don't know. What's this?
Sorry,
Thyme.
this is rosemary.
Rosemary.
This is thyme.
Thyme.
This is oregano, and this is basil and curry.
Yeah, don't leave me in the kitchen alone, please. I will not get that right. All right,
Okay.
so everybody watching, we've got very simple ingredients here today.
Yes.
Corn flour, eggs, everything spicy. I see some sausages.
Yes.
We're doing sausages as well,
As well.
some chicken breast, and we also have,
Bell
of
pepper.
course, bell peppers. And I think bell peppers were meant to be God's joke on us. Well, he forgot. He was supposed to plasticize them. They were supposed to be just simple ornaments. And then he
Yeah.
was like, oh, we forgot, we sent it out already. Can we retrieve them? No, just let it go, no problem. So
Okay.
bell peppers, different
Yes.
colors. Is there a reason why we have all four
Just
colors?
to make the pasta really colorful, because I'm not using any other kind of vegetable, just bell peppers and onions and
Okay.
garlic.
I like looking at good food. In fact,
Yes.
good food, the way it looks, makes
Exactly.
me eat or not eat. So,
Your eyes eat before your mouth, so...
yeah, great. All right, so let's get to it. Let's start. What are we
Alright.
doing? What are we doing first? I see
Okay,
you've
so
already
I
broken
want to
one egg
break
in there.
the eggs and put the pasta on fire, actually. So
Okay.
excuse me.
Let me come around and help you start that fire.
Sure.
I'll do
Sorry,
that
let
for
me
you,
get
sir.
that.
Oops.
Please.
Bumping into you.
Sorry, let me get this.
Feel free. So I've mastered my way around the kitchen lately. So
Okay, so it's
now
on?
Yeah, it's on right now.
So I'm just going to spice the chicken. Just, you know,
That's a bit of salt, yeah.
yes, a bit of salt, some
Alright.
rosemary,
Okay.
basil.
Do you need to marinate?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still flavor. I mean, marinating just gives it a deeper sense of the taste. But I feel like if you put your spices properly in equal amounts, not too much than the other, I don't think you need to marinate too much. I mean, because we don't have the time for that here. So
Okay.
normally I would marinate my chicken like the night before in like
Okay.
some juicy soy sauce and oh Lord.
Girl, stop. Just in case you don't know,
Yeah.
marinating is, what exactly is marinating?
It's basically when you season the chicken, like put spice, like mix it up, and then
And then
like
you leave it.
seal it in like a tight bag
Oh.
so that all the flavors enter.
Do you refrigerate it or?
You should definitely
Okay.
refrigerate it.
Okay.
You don't want it tasting sour the next day, so definitely refrigerate
What was
it.
that? You just put some garlic?
Some garlic. So I'm just gonna mash the spice in that.
Okay.
Don't worry, I wash my hands; they're very clean.
Okay. All right, so remember now we're doing stir-fried chicken today.
Yes.
We're also going to be adding a bit of sausages in
And
there,
some
sausages. And Chef V is doing a fine job marinating with those nails.
Don't worry. I mean, what did my nails do to you? What
No, I like them. I'd like you guys to know that Chef V has just threatened to stab me with a spoon
Wow.
because
That's a lie.
I tried to help
You
her
don't have
open
proof of
up
that,
some
okay?
butter. And because of her
That's a
nails, she
serious
couldn't do it.
allegation.
It's as easy as this. You see, when you don't have those long nails, it's this easy. See? Yeah? Keep away from her when you see her outside, by the way. Just to warn you. All right, so
Why
Chef
you
V,
do
what are we
this to
doing
me?
right now?
So basically, I'm grilling or cooking the chicken.
Okay, so we're frying in some butter, yeah?
Yes.
That's
butter, garlic, parsley,
Fantastic.
rosemary. You can smell it.
I can smell it already.
Yeah.
I want to eat it. I want to put it in my mouth. Ooh.
You will very, very soon.
Yes, I will very
So when
very
I do this,
soon.
I'm just gonna dip it in the egg and the corn and then fry it
All
again.
right,
and
so
that's
are we
it.
going to mix the egg and we're not going to mix them together, are we?
No, separate dips.
Separate dips.
Separate dips. Separate dips.
Okay, first in the egg and then in
First in the egg and then in the
corn
flour.
All right,
Yeah.
good. I also noticed that we have a bit of, what is this? Is that
That's sweet
ketchup
chili sauce.
sauce? What kind of sauce?
Sweet chili.
Sweet chili. Okay, chili.
Chili.
All right.
Yes, I'm about to put the pasta in the...
Oh, okay. Oh, can I have one raw one?
I find it very weird that you chew this raw.
Yeah, this thing from childhood. In any case, remember we're doing stir-fried chicken this morning with Chef V, and she's doing it her style. And you can see everything we have here, just regular stuff you can get at the store. You can see the ingredients on your TV right now. We've got some eggs, garlic, onions, thyme, oregano, soy sauce, and some chicken breast. Oh, yes. Some pepper, some carrots, some cornflour, some rosemary, bell pepper, Italian pasta, and sesame
or
olive oil.
Yes.
All right. So what are we about to do now?
So now I'm going to dip the egg in the cornflower and fry again.
The chicken inside of there?
The chicken, yeah, inside the egg
As it's
and the
hot?
cornflower. Yes.
All right. Okay, I'd like to see this.
Okay, let me just drop this down.
It's very. Do you need some help?
No, I'm good.
Let me create space for you.
Thank you very much. You're a very good kitchen assistant.
I
should
know.
employ you.
Yes.
Just like I cannot afford you.
I haven't told you price now.
I didn't even want to know in the first place. I just know I can't afford you.
Okay, so can I try this out with turkey?
Turkey? Can you really shred turkey?
You can't?
It's quite hectic to do, but...
I say turkey because I think I've had enough chicken in my entire life to
well,
last me 10
who says
lifetimes.
you can't? Hello, it's cooking. You can do anything you want as long as it comes out nice. But yes, I think you could try this with turkey.
But there's a thing about chicken that everybody wants to use as their pasta.
Chicken breast is
boy.
just, it has so much flesh. You don't have to bother about deboning or anything.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, grand. So while all of this is happening in the kitchen, the smells are beautiful.
Lovely.
Everything is just fantastic. We are going to come back and let you know exactly how this is going. But let's do parenting. Titi is ready for us. Titi, how's that going on your side?
Wow, it is that time of the year when the kids are going back to school. Yeah, most parents feel like that. I'm trying to project how I feel because I can imagine how those with loads more kids than I do feel. And that's why we invited Mufolu Shade Shunaike to the studio this morning. Now, she's popularly referred to as mompreneur, and she's a women's rights advocate. She's a personal development and personal branding coach and trainer and creative director of Mompreneur NG. Now, when it comes to networking, support, and capacity building for women, she's all about that. So it was great for us to have her come into the building and help us talk about tips for preparing your kids emotionally for this season. What season are we talking about? The back-to-school season. Welcome back to the studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so back-to-school blues. Is it the kids or the parents that are having the blues?
It's both.
Both?
It's both. So, like, for me, the baby has gone back to school, the 3-year-old, and I know it took a while to get him back into that. You know, he just kept saying, I don't want to go to school. And every day there was a different excuse. I mean, because I started preparing him towards that time. I mean, they've been at home for so long, so much, you know, activity and all of that. So emotionally, I need to prepare him. I also need to get back into, you know, the routine of work. We have to make money.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I need to, now my time, at least I have that time. Once they go to school, I can get back to, because I work from home mostly.
Okay.
So now I need to get myself back into that zone where, my time is my time for some time, and I can get to work. So all of those things are the things that we're working on, just, you know, trying to resolve now that it's back to school season.
So now the average parent, possibly the family that has a dad banker and maybe an insurance mother or a marketing mother or maybe an entrepreneur as a dad, there are different dynamics.
Yes.
But there's a very unique thing that brings most parents together, the fact that the kids have to go back to school. Almost all the kids are going back to school at the same time for the first time in over a year. Everyone is just resuming at once. And there are a lot of kids who have fallen in line with the online learning scheme and lifestyle. Now, is it a bad thing, really, if my kids say they don't want to go back to school and they just want to continue online learning? It was okay for a whole year. So where should my emotional mindset be at that point?
Well, I think this requires, like I said last time I was here, that children are really adults in little bodies.
Okay.
So we need to, you know, sometimes we just feel making all the decisions for them and just pass it down.
Yeah.
We have to actually have conversations with them to prepare them. for me, I feel that the interaction with other children and all that is something that is invaluable and very important, you know, and also getting into that get up, dress up, and head out. So sitting down and talking to them about and preparing them for that, look, you have to go to school, you have to do this, and, you know, also making sure that they are, you know, because we're still in the pandemic, really. So, like, using your nose mask, making sure that, you know, you wash your hands regularly and stuff like that. So I'm all for going back, to be honest. Yeah.
You're all for going back to school.
Going back to school.
So we've come to that point where you are going back to school.
You are going back.
You don't have a choice anymore about it. Before there was some kind of like a choice thing. Maybe we should.
Maybe we can
but
do
now
online.
You have to go back. So what are the topics of conversation that we as parents can bring up with these kids to sort of initiate the conversation?
Okay, so like find out how are you feeling really. How do you feel about you know, going back to school? Are you excited? Are you scared? What goals do you have for this new term? Do you want to have straight A's? Do you want to, depending on which, so now I have them across all
ages,
all ages, like I said before, So the older ones, that. The younger one, I'm like, okay, so you're going to make friends. Who's your best friend? What's your teacher's name? Do you like your teacher? Do you like, because somebody actually talked to me yesterday about her younger brother who didn't like school because something was actually going on in school. And because their mom used to have these conversations with them, she was able to pick it immediately and address it. In fact, I think eventually they changed the school altogether, right? So these conversations, asking them, you know, what's going on, how are you feeling, how are you also, like academically too. This time is a different type of learning. So before you were doing online, some people, I have two different, so my younger son, I think he preferred the physical class. He's the kind of person who absorbs stuff, but the older one enjoyed the online learning. He thrived there, right? So now everybody's going to class. So how are you going to support how are you going to adjust yourself so that you can thrive in the physical class and things like that? So those kinds of conversations.
So interestingly enough, my daughters, we had the conversation, and the concern was actually the teacher. So there was the school group picture, you know, pointed to all the friends. They said, oh, this is my very good friend, this is my friend. And then the other one said, this is my friend, this is my friend. And then I was like, so who's that? They were like, it was the teacher.
Wow.
And that response was automatic, and it was both of them. It wasn't one of them. And I'm like, really? Was she really that bad? She's like, yeah, we just thank God we're not in her class again.
Oh, wow.
Which is something I had not, you know, I had not heard from them before. So that you know, gave me some red flags. But I was in my mind, I was thank God they're going to a new class. But then again, it also raised some other questions. Okay, so what? Why do you want to go back? Why don't you want to go back? Those kind of questions kept coming up. But if you should get a negative response as a parent, what should you do next?
Yeah, so like you need to first of all be calm. Okay. You know, sometimes you may want to jump and say, okay, we're going to the school, like in that kind of case. But sometimes you need to probe further. So like ask deeper questions to find out, okay, what exactly is going on. And when you get to the bottom of it, if it's something that needs to be taken up with the school, please, by all means, take it up. Because I think this boosts the confidence of your children. It makes them realize that, okay, we can always talk to mom about this and she has our back. She will do something about it. As opposed to, we just told her and nothing happened. Right? So next time, they won't even be eager to tell you anything because they're like, so what's the point telling her she's not going to do anything about it? So, of course, in addressing it with the school, your approach should not be with aggression, though. Of course. Right? It's about, saying, because to be honest, I know there are a lot of people who are teaching in schools that have no business teaching in schools. Because really working with children requires a special type of skill, to be honest. Right? So, sometimes the schools need to know, to say, look, this teacher has this vibe, is giving these children this, okay, what can we do? And
let's work on it.
Yes, let's work on it.
I have to say thank you for coming to talk to us today. Now, there's probably a few questions we've helped you raise in your mind today about your kids going back to school. Is it day 1? Is it day 2? Is there still time to make some adjustments? Hey, you'll never know until you start asking kids those questions. Please hit us up on social media with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and we'll see if we can answer them. Now, we have to go to a quick break. Thank you so much for coming to the studio again. And we will be right back. Now, they say rose petals have thorns as their companions, but with you guys, it's a whole different vibe. That word again, vibe.
Yes, I know. I'm just going to pretend like you didn't say it. Now, if you are a big fan of boxing, then, hey, you know that the greatest boxers in the history of the sport had their moments in the second round. Welcome to our second round. Here, the last 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go!
With all the highs and the lows in the world, today we serve as a bridge to all things bright and beautiful. And of course, wonderful.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so we are the ones that are bright and beautiful. You're the one that's wonderful.
Thank you very
Right?
much.
I think.
In any case,
Does
you
that
guys.
work?
Yeah, it does. It does. Love it. Love it. Hey, we are on a very, very good journey here this morning, and it's really going up. I've got pieces of chicken in my tea because we have a very tasty chef. I mean, a very tasty menu.
Wow.
I don't know, take it away before I say something wrong.
No, continue. Continue. Have a very tasty chicken in your mouth. Yes, Chef V is getting hard at work here. I see that our crispy chicken is frying up already here. Yes. Please, I'm begging all of you here in this studio in the name of God Almighty.
Wow.
Keep Mazino away from this platter, from this kitchen, from this
food. You've been a very good kitchen assistant.
Really, V? Really?
Say my name.
Really?
Wow.
No, that's
Mazino, we're going to call security for you. We'll call security to guard the chef or guard the food. My name is Titi
And of course, my name is Mazino. People remember that you can always use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. You want to follow us on social media. We are at TVC Connect. And make sure that you are watching us live wherever you go. You want to download the app. It's on iOS and Google Play Store.
Exactly. Watch us from anywhere across the world.
Yes,
are you okay now? Are you good
I'm
now?
good.
Okay, fantastic. Just make sure you follow us across all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and others at TVC Connect.
Yes.
Now for what we have left.
Cherry Ozalo, known as on social media as Cherry Unterfield, is a dentist who uses entertainment to pass knowledge about oral health to people by consistently finding new ways to educate her audience on how to take good care of their mouth, as well as provide current solutions to all dental problems. And today she will be talking about grills.
And finally, we're joined by filmmaker and director Adebola Santa Ogunshina, director who's directed over 100 episodes of the popular sitcom Awon Aladunde and Borokini. His short film, and the winner is. We have so much to talk about with this particular actor and director. It's going to be a fun conversation. Make sure you stay with us.
Yes, indeed.
I got caught up on this post on a popular blog, about sales boys. That's all this, not sales attendants.
Yeah.
How they rip their
the one about the shoe.
off. What shoe?
The one about, okay, no, go on then.
No.
How they rip their guys
Yeah.
off. So what they do is, Oga stocks up the shop.
Yeah.
And they now, the sales attendants, what the sales boy or girl, what they do is they now invest, like they buy their own stuff.
And then they put it
so
on
they're
the
selling
shelf
their
as well.
own business
Side by
alongside.
side.
They're not even selling Oga's things, they're selling their own business. So they're using Oga's shop
Real estate.
Surprise,
as a front
surprise.
to sell their own stuff. And then Oga comes and he's asking, what's going on? Say, no sale, oh, there's no sales, oh, nobody's coming. They say there's no money, not knowing that.
So you know what?
And Oga is spending money on
I have
bills.
to stop you there, because a lot of people are going to try and get birthday gifts for people and go to shops just like the ones you're talking about and meet sales boys just like that.
I don't know. How did I end up here?
You were caught off guard. You're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah, but does that surprise you? Should that surprise
It does
you?
surprise. Let's keep the chicken away, please. I don't. But hey, a lot is happening in here. I needed extra help.
Well done, V. Well done. So I'm here just to be sure that Mazino is being of utmost help to you.
He's doing his best. He's doing his best.
Yeah, whatever. Please, tell us again what it is you're making.
So the shredded chicken is here. The pasta.
Let me help you. Hang on.
Why
Don't
are
worry,
you touching her?
Don't worry, listen.
Mazino, you're not getting the largest share yet.
We're making
begun.
shredded chicken here, and what we've been doing since is we've dipped it in egg and dipped it in flour. We've fried it already, and that's what your corn flour, by the way, not just any ordinary flour.
Okay.
We're making our vegetable sauce now. Tomato sauce.
That looks good, by the way.
Yes, it does.
Smells
it does.
better.
And our pasta is boiling.
Almost ready.
It's almost
Okay.
ready. To which we're going to. What are we going to add?
He doesn't even know.
We're going to add some tomato sauce in the pasta in a bit, and then our
Vegetables,
and yeah, what she said.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
Okay.
There.
And
Cook this out.
Okay. Where's that gonna go? Oh, okay,
Just
okay.
in the plate for a bit.
Oh, nice.
so we're going to let that simmer up a bit?
Yes.
Okay,
But I
great.
do the vegetables now.
Oh, nice.
And when you say
nice.
vegetables, you mean our bell peppers and
Bell
stuff,
peppers.
yeah?
So I'm making the mix now. Then this
Oh,
just goes in
fine.
the pasta at the end
So-
of the day.
Afterwards.
This is the fun part. We
Yeah.
can't wait. Exactly. I've learned
So
so
we-
much this morning.
You
actually.
have.
Yes, I
Okay,
have.
so quickly, V, I would like
Yes.
to ask
Okay.
how lucrative is, what you do in Abuja?
I mean, food sells, basically. Everybody's hungry. You just have to,
Mazino, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, he eats raw pasta, so that says a lot about him.
Mazino actually eats pasta from the pack.
Yeah, well,
Like,
it's delicious. It's
It's
flour. It's processed flour anyway, so you might as well just do that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to strain this.
Okay. So while we're doing all of this, guys, I wish that we could actually show you exactly how we're putting together our vegetable sauce. Vegetable sauce?
Vegetable sauce.
Vegetable sauce. But we'll let you see it when we're done, and we'll walk you through the process. Do stay tuned, because right now we have coming up a very interesting performance and also health. But first of all, let's join Titi on the couch for some health.
Welcome back. Now it's time for health. And our health segment this month has been all about the teeth. Yeah, well, we're not talking about how you can yank them out this time. We're going the cosmetic route with the amazing Cherry Ozoalo. Now, she's known on social media as Cherry Enterfield, and she's a dentist. Now, she uses entertaining content to pass knowledge about oral health to people by consistently finding new ways to educate her audience. And she is right here talking to us about how we can take care of our mouths, but then also make them look very interesting. I'm going to say interesting because I don't know if what we're talking about constitutes as look good. Exactly. We're talking about grills. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Your name is Sherry, and I have to say, you look very fruity this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Grills. For those that don't understand what grills are, we have to explain.
Okay, so grills are basically dental jewelry that are put over the teeth for just to catch crows, as the street will say that.
Okay.
They are made of certain jewelry materials, gold, diamonds, and silver,
Okay.
mostly. Yeah.
So cosmetic dental wear. Is that it? It's not dental care anymore.
it's not dental care, definitely not
It's dental
care.
wear.
Dental wear.
Dental jewelry.
Yes.
And who are your most frequent customers in this particular area?
People in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
And that goes back to the origin of grills.
Okay.
It started in New York
Okay.
back in 1980s. And then it got more popular because rappers from the southern part of the state started becoming much more popular, and they had to look stunning and interesting to their fans. So they wore gold in their teeth, basically.
So the gold tooth itself, it was actually something that was used to replace teeth that were lost. Back in the day, a while ago, the actual gold veneer, right?
No.
Okay,
actually.
I'm wrong.
So gold is just one option,
Okay.
and whatever it is still cosmetics.
Okay.
For replacement of teeth, there are many other natural-looking approach to it. So gold at any point it occurs in the mouth is jewelry.
Okay, all right. So now, jewelry on the teeth just feels a bit extreme, and it also looks a bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm just saying it. I don't know if I would be. I don't know about other young ladies out there. I'm not sure if it looks attractive to me in a guy, and if I see it in a girl, I think I would be very confused as to why she has it in. But what are the reasons? What reasons, apart from the fact that they're celebrities, do you think people go for these jewelry in the mouth?
Okay, so one thing that we know for sure in Nigeria is that most times when people go on the Hajj pilgrimage, they come back and they want to get gold, or they get it over there. Now, there's been so many of my customers or my patients that say that it's not mandatory, but it's just like a trend. So the same thing is to steal jewelry.
So what's the process of getting these grills now? So a customer walks in and said, oh, I heard that you do grills here. What is the first thing you ask them?
Okay, why do you want it? Because we have to achieve the same aim at the end of the day. And yeah, there's still some health approach to it in the sense that these people, we are not expecting you to wear the gold all day long, especially the detachable ones. So it doesn't cause harm to your teeth. Yeah, so basically, yeah, they make it.
So it is harmful?
It can be if it's not properly taken care of. It can be.
So I'm thinking I can't really eat with these jewelry. Can I eat with them?
Yeah, the permanent ones, the ones that involve that we trim your teeth, yeah, you can eat with them. But the ones that are grills, the full-blown ones, you have to remove them to eat.
So what's the cleaning process like for grills? Is it the normal brushing of teeth? Does normal toothpaste clean these oral jewelry?
Okay, so during morning routines, when someone has to clean their teeth, they are not supposed to wear it over the night, by the way. So they brush their teeth, they floss their teeth as required, then they clean the grills outside the teeth with soft toothbrush, a different toothbrush, you know, and a different toothpaste. So it has to be cleaned, properly cleaned before they can wear it.
So, you know, you did say they're not supposed to sleep with it, but people in the entertainment industry often go out overnight, for instance. They end up in the club, probably back in the studio recording whatever it is, and then by morning, the grills are still there. So if long-term use could actually lead to damage, what sort of damage are we talking about?
Okay, so it still boils down to the fact that they have to clean it. So long-term use might involve the fact that food particles might get stuck in between. And if not properly flossed and cleaned, it can cause bacteria and all of that. So we advise that if you're getting grills, fine. But make sure that you keep to the routine of keeping it clean.
It feels like it feels like work. Even for people, the average person finds it stressful to even clean their teeth.
Properly.
So you're talking about an extra, maybe what, 30 minutes, 1 hour to clean the grill?
No.
Not up to that?
No, up to that, like 5 minutes.
So let's talk cost now.
Okay.
So if, for instance, you're earning a banker's salary, let's just say a banker's salary, would you expect to be able to afford grills?
Well, you can afford 1, 2.
1 or 2?
Yeah, but for the ones that are diamond encrusted, they're pretty much on the high side. They go from 9 million to like all the way up. Yeah.
Whoa! Are you talking in Naira now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Naira, in Naira.
Wow. The fact that this is even being done locally is it's mind blowing to me. People actually put diamonds in their teeth. These things, do they actually fall out? Have you heard of customers complain that it fell out? Like,
no, it is made to the measurements of the individual's teeth. So there is something called impression that we take. So it is fit to the particular person. Another person can wear it because it's melted into the shape of the individual teeth. So it fits by friction, basically.
Amazing, amazing. Mind blown. You know, there's so many different advancements in cosmetics. This is another one, dental jewelry. Whew, yeah, if you have a few extra coins in your pocket, maybe you might want to get some, but I don't think I'm there yet. But there is somewhere I have reached. Thank you so much for joining us and talking to us about this. Really interesting stuff.
Finally, we are joined by filmmaker and director Adebola Santa Ogunshina, a director who has directed over 100 episodes of the popular sitcom Awa Ladunde and Borokini, his short film titled, and I can hear laughing in the back. Stop it! And the winner is, by the way, that's the title of the short film. Now, it was the most outstanding Nigerian short film at the 2019 Abuja International Film Festival, and he will be making his cinematic debut with the movie Mofeni Mofe, which we're going to talk about here today. You are welcome, Bola. Woohoo! First off, once anybody comes here with dreads, I always have to start the show by saying, love the dreads. Now that we're done with that, let's talk about your film project, your directing, and all of that. You are fantastic, to say the least. We just saw a couple of your work. And hey, congratulations on the project that's coming.
Thanks.
We'll talk about all of that. Okay. But first off, let's talk about your efforts as a creative, basically. And let's start with your short film. And the winner is.
Yes,
you were telling me about it from earlier. What's the premise of it all?
So it's simple. 3 writers have just won the awards for Best Original Screenplay. So they are presented just one statue. So the idea is who takes it home. The first one had the idea. The second person wrote the script, and the third person edited. So the 3 of them have the rights to it.
It's a Nigerian problem. It's kind of like a King Solomon type of instance where let's divide it. You take the head, I take the torso, you take
especially when there is no contract.
Yeah. Now that's something that's very, very interesting in the Nigerian environment when it comes to creatives. Often people do favors like, let me do this for you, let me do that for you. And if anything comes out of it, you wonder, how is it going to be prorated across all the different creatives that put their hands together? How do you people, as a director yourself, how would you handle such an instance?
I mean, the problem is, as artists, so the problem is you are moved by the passion more. And I think until you realize that, you have to settle certain agreements, you have to discuss certain agreements, until you realize that you just be moved by passion. You continue to let passion move you, and that may lead you into a ditch.
I can imagine.
You have an agreement. Okay, if I write this, what do I get?
Yeah.
So it's a well-known saying that, I mean, it's not a saying. It's a well-known idea that artists pushing the work first. Then they discuss business.
Yeah.
So these days, certain people have realized that you have to think of the business.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah. So creating sitcoms in Nigeria, how arduous is that task? Is it easy? I've been in the set of a sitcom before, and I see the amount of work that goes into it. Shooting in blocks, for instance, and all of that. How have you overcome any challenges when it comes to that?
So I've directed about 10 seasons of Awaladun Day.
That's a lot.
Family First. And I just did one recently, Man Pikin. So I think, and I started as a TV director. I mean, I started as a stage director, then I moved to TV. So TV, there is no time.
Yeah.
So you have to deliver. So time is of the essence. So you want to get everything right in the minimum available time. So you are used, the character, you know the characters, you studied your Bible, you know everything, and you know that these scenes may not be arranged chronologically. So you know that, so you have to read all the episodes.
Yeah, wow.
Read all the episodes before you even direct the first scene.
Wow, so you know where it's going.
So you know that this person, whatever scene you're shooting now, is from episode, from a certain episode.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but I mean, it's a good way to learn.
I can imagine.
It's a very good way to learn.
I can imagine. Let's talk about your upcoming project, Mofeni Mofe, which we saw a clip of, and I bet we're still going to show you a couple of clips from that one. Now, what is Mofeni Mofe about?
So Mofeni Mofe is simple. It's the story of a frustrated couple who rest the planning of their wedding on the promises of a distant uncle.
Oh, okay.
Nigerian problem.
Nigerian problem, exactly. Wow. And this goes on into different little instances here and there. Or was it a total disappointment? Oh, you don't want to spoil it for us?
No, I don't.
I understand. But one thing I noticed from the preview, which we showed, was the attention to detail that was put into it. There's something about Nigerian products now when it comes to creativity, when it comes to the film industry, that they're beginning to note that all these little things, like the lighting, the sets, the everything, they go a long way to pushing it as a very, very big or very standard product. And I can see a lot of that in your work for Mofeni Mofe. It's beautiful. How did you realize, or what should we expect from it, from Mofeni Mofe?
So it's a Yoruba film, and as against the general notion that Yoruba films are, certain people think Yoruba films have low technical,
I get you now.
So when I wanted to make Mofeni Mofe, I wanted it to look like the biggest film in the country.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Yoruba film, but I mean, Yoruba is just a language. You know, we see Indian films.
Yeah, exactly.
We see foreign films.
Exactly.
We see Mexican films.
Yeah.
People sit to watch some of these shows on TV. You
And
know
they
them.
spare no expense when it comes to presenting it as a standard product. So why should we?
And TK, Tunde Kelani, has been making great Yoruba films for as long as we know. So why try to think?
Skimp on the details.
I mean, so when I wanted to make Mofe, I wanted to put everything in it. You know, all the right recipe must be in the film.
Who's in the film, by the way?
Lateef Adedimeji is in the film.
Of course, we love him. He was here a couple of weeks ago, last week, if I'm
Yeah.
mistaken.
Lateef Adedimeji, Jumoke Detola, she was here as well.
Yes, she was.
Jaye Kuti, Jide Kosoko,
Him, yeah.
Tope Tedela.
Wow, that's a big
he's
cast.
nice.
That's a big cast. How much is this costing you?
A lot.
And
Actors don't joke.
are you expecting to get that money back?
Yes, I am. I mean, I've been getting a lot of good reviews from the trailer alone.
Okay.
So, I'm a man of faith.
Nice. Faith has to go in there someplace. But when it comes to recuperating whatever has been put in Nigeria, is it just faith alone that a director has to rely on, or
No.
Do you have to run around for your money
I
at the end
mean,
of the day?
that is why we have such a huge cast. You know, that's why we have the likes of these people in the film, so that, you know, people relate with the family more.
Yes.
I mean, I could get random actors.
You could get
I'll get
Instagram
you.
skit makers.
I'll get you.
Your money, your movie might not make it that far. We'll throw you in the kitchen, we'll feed you, and then we'll toss you out. No, I don't mean it like that. Let's check out the trailer. We'll be back.
I say,
Beautiful.
Nice.
Mofeni Mofe.
Thanks.
Debola Santa in here with us. I mean, that's just wonderful. Can't wait to see it. Nice one, man. Nice one. Love the dreads still. All right, so I've been in the kitchen slaving away for this one moment. Of course, I got a little help.
Calming down.
I got a little help from
with your
Chef
choice
V.
of words, slaving away. It's me that slaved away, actually, with the meal. Tell the truth.
Maggies, though, you know.
Just 2 seasoning cubes. Let's get right to it. Okay, so, Chef V, please tell our guests what you made for him.
Okay, so we made linguine pasta.
Linguine.
In
Come again, please.
Linguine pasta.
Linguine.
Yeah, it's Italian, isn't it?
basically pasta, don't mind me. Pasta
Linguine.
with vegetables and shredded chicken in tomato sauce. basically.
Yeah.
So quickly,
Stir
Zeno,
Yeah, let's
let
let
our
you
guests have a
do the honors.
taste.
Taste or take everything.
Eat everything.
everything if you
Let
want
us
to,
know
please.
what you
So I
think,
love
though.
food. I'm a gastronom.
Yeah.
Some people
No,
don't.
some people don't.
What?
I don't.
Why? That looked at it all.
This is interesting.
Yeah. The way you're eating, I want to just join you. Maybe grab a
No,
fork.
don't join.
You guys don't
You don't
join.
need food.
Try. Tell us what it tastes like.
Wow, he's savoring every moment, every taste. Love it.
What do you think? Did we try?
I can't think.
Oh, yeah. He can't think, so he can't speak about it. But hey, fantastic, man.
Titi's on the couch, let's not forget.
Thank you very much for joining us and also for giving our food a good rating, I'm assuming.
You
And
can finish it, don't worry.
yeah, feel free. Titi, don't worry, we'll be sharing with you some of this linguine.
Yeah, very
So
soon.
don't you worry. Do you want to say
You mean
goodbye?
I'm going to come and take over the kitchen very soon?
Maybe not.
I'll flourish
In
for
any
you.
case, thank
See you
very
tomorrow,
much.
everyone.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for being with us all since 7 a.m. up until now. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Debola, for joining us and
Thank
finishing our food.
you.
Thank you very much, Chef V.
My
And then
pleasure.
It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. While we're fighting, guys,
Yes.
join us tomorrow for a Wednesday edition. We will
Have
make
a
sure
fun-filled
that we
day,
turn
people.
up for you
Mazino
guys.
will. Bye. Bye.